Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mace1Fan here today, bringing you another video. The Premier League 2021. What I've done with those predictions, whether I've gone correct, whether I've gone wrong, and we're going into the 2022 season, see if I can predict something. So today we're gonna go straight into it. We got West Brom. This is last season, so whether I got it correct or not, we predicted West Brom to finish 20th. They came 19th. They got relegated, unfortunately. So that one I'm going to take as a correct one because they did get relegated into the season. I put Villa to finish 19th. They finished 11th, so that's a big L right there. They finished mid-table. Completely wrong. Grealish had an incredible season for them. So did Martinez. What a keeper. Straight into it. We got Fulham at 18. Funny enough, they finished 18th, so I got that one correct. We've got, I had Newcastle at 17th, they finished 12th. I mean, still safe zone, so I predicted them for safety, they got into safety. Bang. We got next one, West Ham, they finished 6th, completely wrong. Remove the one in front of that one, but I've got that one correct. Next one, I put Brighton. You know what, one place off, it's not too bad. The next one here I put is Leeds United. Unfortunately, they finished in 9th, so slightly off, still into the safe zone. So technically, I'm correct. I'm going to take that. Crystal Palace, I put 13th. They finished 14th, so one off, not bad. Zaha and the boys doing well there. Hopefully, they can do a bit better next season. See what happens. Next one, I put Southampton 12th, they finished 15th, so again in the safe zone. You can see a little bit of a trend here. I'm getting all these guys in the safe zone quite correct, except for one that's coming up now. We've got Burnley 17th, again in the safe zone. We've got Sheffield United, who got relegated 20th, so double the score on that one. I've got that correct on the placements. I put Everton at 9th, Everton finished 10th, so one off again, not too bad. I put Leicester City at 8th. They finished 5th for that Europa League spot, so it's not too bad. We got, I put Wolves at 7th. Unfortunately, Wolves had not the season I thought they would have, like they did last year, so they finished 13th. Spurs at 6th, they finished 7th. Arsenal at 5th, they finished 8th. So two teams that I thought I wouldn't be able to get closer, but unfortunately they weren't. Top 4, this is where I've got, I want to say I got all of them correct, except I got the second and third place incorrect, but I mean, for me, still top 4, first, second and third are pretty much the Champions League places, so I got those correct. So we got Chelsea, who did finish 4th, so I got that one bang on. United finished 2nd, Liverpool finished 3rd, and then Manchester City finished 1st, so I did get those correct. So it's pretty interesting. So now let's go into the 2022 season. My predictions, straight from the bottom. I think Norwich came up, but they're going to go straight back down. Unfortunately, I don't think they've got it in them to stay up with the team that they've got. I mean, you never know. It's football. I hope for their sake they can stay up. But really, at the end of the day, you don't really know what's going to happen. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting for sure. Next one, I put Southampton after the end of the season they had last year. I don't think they can really stay up, but yeah, prove me wrong. I think they will have a fighting chance, obviously. The next one I put in there was Brighton, another team that hasn't really signed anyone, and hopefully they can stay up for their sake. But for me personally, it's just not showing enough promise to really do anything. They've lost a few players here and there, and you know, when you're bleeding like that, it's not the best thing you can do, you know, for your team. The team just to stay up for me, Burnley. I think they did well last year. I think they'll do decent enough this year to stay up. The next one we're going to stick in is Brentford. I think they will stay up. They had a promising championship, and I think they've kept a few players that they need and signed on players that they need to improve and, you know, get better. So get up a level. So I think that's good for them. You know, why not put him into 16th? The next one here at 15th, I have put bang, Watford. So a bit of a trend here with the triple Bs, but you know, let's see what happens. So we got Watford, of course. Shout out to Ben Foster, big lad, loving his YouTube channel, loving his content. My mate did a few timestamps for him, so shout out to my mate. Give him go watch some of his podcasts, and you might see him in the comments below. Um, so we have Watford, and then I believe I'll go for another team that starts with W here, and it's going to be Wolves. I mean, they didn't really improve. They lost their manager. I don't really know if they're going to be up there. I really wanted to put them a bit lower, like maybe into relegation positions, but they still have a good squad, you know. So end of the day, will they drop that far down? Probably not. So next one, 13th, I have Crystal Palace. I think they're going to have another decent season. They're just going to stay around. They're not really going to go anywhere. The next one I put in is it is Newcastle United. Expect another good season from them. They've kept their place. I'm not surprisingly scored some decent goals last season. I reckon they'll stay up easily. With Saint Maxim as well, what a player he is. He will turn out to be. He's still a youngster and he's absolutely smashing it. Next one, 11th, Leeds. Honestly, I wanted to put him at 15th, just because they've lost. They haven't really signed anyone to improve their squad, but you just never know what's going to happen really at Leeds. The next one, I put Aston Villa. I think they signed really well after after they sold Jack Grealish. I think they signed enough quality players to keep him up in the mix around the 10th position. I hope for their sake anyway. You never know in football what's going to happen with losing a star player like Jack Grealish to one of the league leaders. And the next one is we've got after Villa. I've put West Ham. I think they're not going to have quite the season they had last year with, you know, obviously Jesse Lingard coming in and doing a huge amount of work for them. I hope for their sake they can do better, but you never know really, and I hope they haven't really signed anyone that's going to do anything too crazy for them, but they've also got a lot of players that stayed on. They haven't left the club, so hopefully for their sake they can do a bit better, but you never know. Next one, Arsenal. I don't think Arteta's really showing any personal signs of improvement with the squad. He has a good squad, but he just isn't doing much with it at the moment for me. Next one is Tottenham Hotspurs. I'm just going to put Tottenham and then Spurs. I'm going to put him at 7th. I think they're just going to finish there. If they have Kane, I think they might finish a bit higher, maybe into 5th. If they get rid of Kane, I think they could even drop a bit, so we'll have to see what happens. I think if they don't have Kane, they might drop into 11th or something like that. I won't be surprised. We're flying through these ones. Gonna go next one. I'm gonna say Everton. That's the surprise of the pack there. Everton in 6th, just because of their team. They've got Richarlison. They've got a James. They're still kept on to James. So James Rodriguez or James Rodriguez, doesn't matter. Keeper there, the defense stick there, really good. I'm not going to be surprised if they stay 6th, even if they go higher. They've got the team for it, as always. Everton, I feel like, is a team that's always had a team that can be the top 4, but just never managed to be there. So, see what they can do this year. The next one, 5th. We're going to keep it at Leicester City. For me, Leicester just do it year in, year out. They've been able to keep their position. I think they'll be able to keep it for another year. See what happens. They've got the players to do it for sure. Now, 4th, this is my hot take. I'm going to put Liverpool. Just because they haven't really signed anyone. They've got the injuries as well. Hasn't really helped them. Into 3rd, I'm going to put Chelsea. With the signing of Lukaku, I don't know if they're going to improve much with just the one signing this year. Into 2nd, I put Manchester City. They've signed a lot of star players, that's for sure, but keeping those types of star players at a consistent level and trying to give them all game time is not going to be the easiest of things. I know that Guardiola can do it, but the thing is, at the end of the season, I think they're going to really focus on Champions League this year with that fact, but you never know. I won't be surprised if they win the league. I won't be surprised if they just give it for the Champions League. See what happens. And last but not least, this year I'm doing a big call. Unlike last year, I went a bit safe. I'm going to put Manchester United to just finish first, because I think now that they've got the team that they needed, they signed the defender that they definitely needed, they signed the right winger that was definitely needed. So I'll be very surprised if they don't manage to get themselves into a position where they could win the league for themselves. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Prove me wrong. Say, who knows, for all I know, Norwich City can win the league. So tell me your predictions in the comment section below. Hope you have a good day. Like, subscribe, and peace.